Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 63. We're the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And I am Tyler.
Welcome back, everyone. I don't have much to talk about this week. It's hard to follow up a fantastic 2-hour-long episode from last week.
I'm still reeling from last week and just the topics discussed.
I wrote something down. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Tyler, I am caught up though on Hey Babe, and Joe. I suggest, I don't know if Tyler told you, but that podcast is hilarious.
What's this one?
Do you know? I think I did tell you, Joe. Do you know Chris DiStefano?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me, yes.
Yeah, him and the guy from Impractical Jokers, Sal. They do
Yes.
a podcast. It's very funny. Shout out to you guys. You know, hit us up if you want to do like a collab. You know,
Collab podcast.
collab podcast, collabcast,
Collabcast.
Coin that term right now.
trademarked.
TM.
I don't know what this stuff means.
Well, while you're looking that up, Dave, I was driving home the other night. This isn't a funny story. Well, you might laugh. I didn't. I was thoroughly shocked. I was driving home the other night, and
I just realized that I have blood on my nose because I had a bloody nose earlier.
nice.
I'm gonna take care of that real quick.
Oh, okay.
You have a bloody nose?
No, he said he had a bloody nose earlier,
Oh,
so he's got dry blood on his nose.
yeah.
That's good. I don't see it, but good looking out. Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, right on the tip there. Anyways, so I was driving down the street the other day, heading home, and I get to a red light, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like the third or fourth car waiting to go, and it's a really pleasant view we're getting, Tyler. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so light turns green, we start going, and traffic just like comes to a dead stop immediately. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
It's always a good sign.
Yeah, so then all of a sudden, like, I see just like a bunch of like cops turn their lights on, and they're just like blocking off almost the entire road. I'm like, what in the world is happening right now? So we all like squeeze into one. We go from like 3 lanes to 1 lane and just squeeze past these cops. And I look over, and there's like 4 or 5 cop cars surrounding what looked like a car accident. Although I didn't see any cars there, there was just someone lying on the ground with 3 cops standing over him. One of them was like kneeling down next to him. I have no idea if this person was alive or if they were dead. All I know is that they were laying on the road. And then as I kept on driving, 3 fire trucks and an ambulance headed in that direction. So,
Well, you know, you may not know if he was alive or dead at the time, but I'm certain he's probably dead now.
why is that?
I don't know.
Could be.
Just hoping.
Just hoping he's dead. My guess is like, again, I didn't see any cars in the area. So I don't know like if I did see like there was a car pulled off to the side and somebody like sitting in the driver's seat just like a hand or the head in their hands.
He probably
but like
hit him.
well like I didn't see any damage on the car. There'd be like a dent, right?
I mean, not necessarily. I don't know.
I guess.
Guess if you're not going too fast.
Yeah, it was like right at the intersection, so that there's a possibility that like maybe it was like I don't know, light just turned green and she.
Started taking off.
Well, in that case, he would be alive, or the light was already green and she floored it into him and he's dead.
The guy on the ground was probably just, you know, faking it to get that insurance money. He's
Oh,
like,
for
I'm,
sure.
I'm fine, but or she hit him. She said it was a she in the car. Well,
sure,
we
yeah.
don't want to assume.
Don't want to assume, but it looked
Right.
like it
Looked like a female gender.
looked like a female gender.
The human being that was in the car pulled off to the. Sorry, guys, we're still trying to work on our PC, but the person. Well, what if they don't identify as a person?
Shut the fuck up.
The being.
Being in the car on the side of the road. I don't even know where I was going. Oh, what if that living thing hit them and like this guy like smacked his head on the ground as he like fell down? Maybe.
Oh shit, maybe yeah. Regardless, it must have happened like as I was pulling up to this intersection because
I thought this was on a throughway.
No. This was like, I mean, it's like a 6-lane road, so like it's a pretty decent.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was throughway because you said 3 lanes
Yeah.
and a 1 lane.
I was talking about accidents the other day. Have you guys ever gotten? I know Dave's. Have you guys ever been in like an accident where you're driving?
Oh no.
No.
You?
You?
A big one?
2 of them actually, but yeah.
While you're driving,
Well, I was driving. Yeah.
did you hit them or did they hit you?
Well.
Wasn't the old bitch? She was crazy.
Yeah, here's the story. So This was 2 weeks after I got my license. Okay.
Oh,
I was driving Kara home from school, right? So I went and picked up Kara. I think I went back to get her, and nobody could pick her up, or no? I just drove her home because, irregardless,
yeah.
I was
That's
making
not proper, but okay.
I was making a left onto Center Road, off of Lind. You guys know Lind,
We know.
Yeah.
Buddy.
right by Wimbledon. Who said no?
No,
I said
no, he
yeah.
said, yeah, we know.
Oh, yeah. So I was making a left, and then the person like coming out of like the apartment across from that intersection was making a right. Right. So I was there for a really long time, like waiting for cars to like leave or like open up so I can get by. Can't fucking talk today. So and then she pulled up like a couple seconds before I started to turn. So naturally, I was like, "Oh, I was here first. I should go before her."
Mm.
So I started to go, and as I was turning, she started to turn. So even if I was in the wrong for making the turn, she still turned after I was well into the intersection.
Yeah.
And like even from like the damage on our cars, like her front right or front left bumper like hit my back right bumper.
So you were well
So it was very
past-
obvious that she hit you after like you had
Yeah,
passed her.
like I had already turned, so technically it was my fault because I should have made that turn. But like I was still well into the street before she started to turn.
What an idiot.
So yeah, and then do you guys remember the police officer from the middle school?
No.
Oh, you guys didn't go to my middle school. Yeah, so that she showed up, and this woman was like freaking out because it was such minor damage, but her car was like leaking like fluid from like underneath underneath the hood.
Probably like washer fluid or something.
Yeah,
honestly.
so she was like, I think it's probably like, what if my car like explodes? And the cop's like, ma'am, it's windshield wiper fluid.
It's not gas. You're fine.
You're gonna be fine. So I can't. So they did say it was my fault, even though it wasn't really my fault.
Mm.
And then
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, like, I may have a biased opinion because you're my friend, but like, I don't think like
Yeah, like you definitely should not have made that turn because she had the right of way making the right turn. But like the fact that you were already making the turn and then she was like, "Oh, I'm also going."
yeah,
I blame her. Fuck that bitch.
yeah, fuck Mary Lou. That's her name.
Mary
Never forget.
Lou.
And then the
person,
second one was 2018 in March, I believe. And I was driving downtown, and I was going through a light. It wasn't like down like in the middle of downtown. It was kind of like on the outskirts of downtown. I was going through an intersection. I was trying to make the yellow light.
So you sped up.
So I sped up. Well, I didn't speed up, but I was like,
I'm not going to slow down.
I'm not going to slow down. So I was just going. And as I was going through the intersection, someone who was like waiting for the green light must have like started going early.
Ah.
Yeah,
And
they're
like
me.
so you're that guy. And then so I stopped and we didn't hit very hard, but we still, hit. And then the cop came, and at the time I had my Air Force sticker and my police sticker on the back of my car. I saw him like walk up and like look at those stickers and like kind of looked at me, and then he was like asking what happened, and then the guy was like freaking out telling him what happened, and then the cop's like, sounds like he was just trying to make the light, right? He looks at me and I'm like, yep. And I don't remember like the outcome of that. I think it was like no fault.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They were just like you shouldn't have tried to beat the light and he shouldn't have gone early.
Yeah.
Realistically though, the guy shouldn't have gone early. You're allowed to go through a yellow light. He's not allowed to start moving at a red light.
Right. So I've been in like a lot like more accidents that haven't been driven by me. I know Dave got in a pretty bad one.
Yeah. We've talked about multiple times on the podcast.
Yeah.
I have never experienced I have been hit while driving. I think I did tell this on the podcast. I was coming home from school one time, and when I was at Oswego, and I was at the toll booths, and I got hit from behind because it was like a double rear end. Somebody hit the guy behind me, and he slid into me. And scariest moment of my life because like I didn't see it coming. Obviously, like I wasn't looking in my rearview mirror because the guy behind me was stopped, so like I didn't care. And I just got boom, It was bad, just like that. Boom.
Just boom, slow motion.
And I just
What was
like
that?
was totally like shook, had no idea what the fuck just happened. So I get out of my car, and I just like am totally expecting to see the VW just totally trashed, and here I go, ruined car, like a ruined car, can't make it home. And I get out and I look, and the guy's car that was behind me was low enough that he just kind of like slid under my car, so there was no damage. The two of their cars were totaled.
Oh.
So I was just like, I have to go home. So I just left.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally just bailed. I didn't get any of the information. I didn't give them mine. I go, I don't give a fuck.
You should have got a lottery ticket that day.
Mm-hmm. Should have.
Now that I have my Jeep, I am like my number one fear is somebody hitting my Jeep,
Oh, God, yeah, I bet.
and like it's just like, and because of it, like I was thinking about these the other day. I feel like I'm getting older,
Well, you are.
Yes.
but I feel like I act like an old man now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I
you
don't-
said this before.
I did okay.
Not the like. Why
Like,
are
I
you thinking
don't-
that now? Because this is
I
a new
don't.
reason. I
I
feel
don't
like.
speed anymore. I used to go like 90.
Yeah,
on
you
the
drive.
freeway,
You used to drive fast.
always, and now I'm the guy that's like, oh, I'm going 55 right now. Like, and,
That's me
I
all
don't
day
cl-
long.
I don't close the apps on my phone anymore. I just leave
Oh,
'em.
fuck that.
I just
Oh,
leave them.
I'm always.
I have 2,000 email notifications.
I hate you.
I feel like an old person would look at those though, because they got shit to like pay, or they got, you know,
They got their medical bills on
they
there.
got their medical bills.
No,
Yeah.
because old people are just like, I don't fucking want to
Yeah,
deal
that's
with
true.
that.
I don't know. Closing the app store, I can't handle that. That's
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I closed my apps. I don't. I
Wow.
used to do it all the time, but now I'm
kills
just-
your battery, man.
I'm always
battery
3 feet away
sucks
from
now.
a phone charger, so I don't care.
I think on my
What?
phone. I think my battery just sucks now on my phone.
How old's your phone?
It's a 10 fuck XS Max.
It's the same
It's only
one
two-
I got.
So it's only 2
Same
years
as
old.
me.
But I feel like it just goes down. I don't know if it's going down so much quicker at work because I'm using it when I don't have Wi-Fi and. But like, I mean, I started the day. I don't know. I don't know. I am using it a lot,
That's good,
but,
Dave. Yeah, it's good. That's a good.
but it heats
In-
up.
investigation.
It heats up a lot quicker. Like I can just feel it in my pocket, just warming up my leg. And my
Yeah,
leg
there's
just starts
probably
sweating
it's
in that
probably
spot.
fucking.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not even on it right now.
Don't you listen to music while you're working though?
Occasionally, but before music wouldn't do anything to it.
I don't know. Maybe your battery's going. Just get a new phone.
I'm not
Can you believe that Apple used to like purposely make the older phones go slower? So that we
Used
would
to.
get-
They probably still do.
Yeah. Well,
They still
they're
do.
technically not allowed to, but remember when they like found out that they were purposely
They were
doing
slowing
that?
them down. Yeah. There was like a huge
Yeah.
scandal.
Our dad still has the iPhone 5. And
What?
this thing is a brick, dude. Like,
Oh my-
I don't even know how he sees the screen. Like that, he's got like the case on it that's got like that plastic screen covering. It's so
it's
filthy.
He's got an outer box. That is filthy. When he goes to take a picture, like the stuff, like because the camera has like another thing
Plastic
over
screen over it.
it.
Yeah.
I think, it's just grainy, blurry, whatever.
Just
and
dirt.
then he
He's
looks
just
at
taking
my
pictures of
phone.
dirt on his plastic screen.
He's like, "Wow, that's such a good clear picture, Dave." I'm like, because I have a phone 5 years later than yours. 6
Not
years
even. It's like his pictures would still be fine. Like just take the phone out of the case at this point. Like if it breaks, a new one is free at that rate. Like
Well, I mean, that case is he drops his phone a lot.
that's true.
He puts it here
Yeah, he puts it right in this
and
pocket.
he leans down, boom.
Like, could you just imagine, like,
Just walking around like that. It's always like the old dudes in the grocery store.
Every-
they
yeah.
always got it. Like, what are you?
I
Are
go-
you like secretly recording something?
yeah,
Why
like
do you
how
have your
comfortable?
phone?
Like it weighs me down here. Like I feel like I'm just.
Hey, just fucking hunchback over Notre Dame.
I don't know how that's comfortable. I mean, like the
Well-
only convenience to this is if I'm lying on my back and I need to look at something. Flashlight, right there. That's all. That's the only convenience.
Yeah, because you're always in that position.
Always in that position.
Well, I mean,
I
for
was in that
these-
position the other day. I was working on my car, but I just put a fucking headlamp on. I was just like,
Yeah, I got a nice, good headlamp. But like these phones are really too big to fit in a pocket.
that's true.
Dad's
I guess
is-
his phone is smaller. Yeah.
Dad's is this big, and it just covers his pocket covers the whole thing up. But
And
I was trying.
whenever I see, like, I saw an old dude at Target the other day shopping for a flip phone.
I want one.
I want one too, but like, but the workers were like explaining to him what comes with it, and he's like, I just want a phone to make calls.
To make
with.
phone calls, yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, see, that's all I want.
Like,
Because at one point, I was looking them up, and they like, I was like, can I just, what? How come it can't be as simple as, hey, I'm gonna go to Tops, pick up this track phone, and just boom.
Because you got to pay for like minutes on that shit.
just-
The fact that people still pay for minutes on phones, like,
well, people that like aren't as fortunate to have iPhones still have to get track phones, you know.
it's just it blows
it's
my
their
like
only
the,
way.
it's the paying for minutes part that blows my mind. Like, hey, like you have to pay for time to use the phone that you purchased.
Did you guys ever have track phones?
No, I begged my mom for the longest time to give me one when like as my first cell
Oh, you
phone.
had a Go phone. Is that what it was?
What?
Huh?
Joe, you had a track phone or something.
I just had Dad's old cell phone.
No, you didn't. That's such a
Yes,
lie.
my very first phone was Dad's flip phone.
Yeah, but there was one that, oh my god. Whatever, move on. I'm not gonna
I got
fucking-
my first phone when I was like 10, and I remember getting like 100 minutes, and I was like, "This is the fucking shit.
This is the shit.
This is the shit."
I didn't get that phone until I graduated the 8th grade. I was in fucking high school with a goddamn flip phone that
No
used to be my
shit.
father's.
Man, by the time I got to high school, I was already at iPhone
Yeah.
level.
10th grade.
I mean, I
had the iPhone
upgraded
6.
very quickly. So like, I went from the flip phone, and then I had Tina's old phone, which is that green sliding phone that was trash, and then I had an Android for a little bit. There was actually like a knockoff BlackBerry in there, and then it was an Android phone that I really really wanted because I thought that was cool. And I go, wow, this sucks. So then I switched to iPhone after that.
I have two of these right now, because when me and Katie were Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable for Halloween, these were supposed to be like our. I
Pagers.
don't know. I've never watched the show, but this was supposed to be our whatever the fuck.
I
I'm like,
for
can you
so
imagine having one of these nowadays, like, this is, like, what is this?
Actual buttons. Ew.
for so long I wanted the Razor.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, and I also, because Rachel had that, and she gave me her slidey phone with the QWERTY keyboard. And I felt so
Yo,
cool
when
I
you
was like,
when you found out that a phone had a QWERTY keyboard, you were like, that's fucking lit.
A what keyboard?
A QWERTY, like QWERTY, the first letters on the keyboard.
I don't get.
Look
what
at your
this
keyboard.
Look down at your keyboard right now. What are the first 6 letters up top?
QWERTY, but
QWERTY. Yeah, so
that's
like
a QWERTY keyboard.
it just meant like a cell phone had that keyboard on it, so it made texting easier.
Yeah.
okay.
Before, as opposed to like a flip phone that has the fucking.
1 ABC, 2 DEF.
It was fucking. What is that called? That predictive texting was called like. It was like I9 or something like that. It was like the way you texted back then.
Yeah, that was
It's like you wouldn't have to click each one. You would just like click the number that you wanted, and the phone would be like, you probably want to say this.
Yeah.
And if you didn't want to say that, you'd have to like click another button and choose your option.
T9.
T9, that's what it is, not I9. T9.
Yeah, shout out to Ben McCosey.
Do you remember when, or did you guys ever see that the Sidekick phone?
Oh, where it went like,
It went phew, like that.
yeah.
My aunt had one of those, and that thing was the shit. And I wanted one so bad, but it was only for like T-Mobile or something.
Yeah.
I had Verizon, and I was like, man, I want that phone. And then I
Isn't
had
it crazy that like now you can just get a phone and just pick a plan? Like you don't like. It used to just make like this phone only works with T-Mobile. Or this phone only works with AT&T.
Yeah, now like every plan like has like this. Well, I guess there's some phones that are.
There are probably
Yeah.
some, but like for the most part, like you can get any phone in any plan. It doesn't fucking matter.
And then I think my favorite phone that I ever had was I don't know if you guys know, but it's the phone that opens up like this, but it also opens up like this.
Yeah, that was a cool phone.
I had that shit. That was the best. Because I got to do the whole, talking and then flip, and then I also got to flip it open and text.
And you were
like
like,
Yeah.
that was the shit, dude.
Those phones always confused me because I was like, how do they have
2
how do
hinges.
they have 2 hinges that,
Yeah.
that both work? And it's just because like you opened up a bigger part of the phone one way or the other.
Yeah, one's like attached to like one part, and the other one's attached to the other part.
Yeah, so cool.
I think I still
Oh,
have. I think I only have those. I think I have 2 phones. My slidey one and then Dad's old one, just sitting in my closet.
Yeah, I still have all my old phones
Those
sitting in
are
my
cool.
bedroom.
I don't know if I have. I feel like I still have the double flip somewhere around here. man.
I would just want to activate it one day and be like, "This is my off the grid phone."
Off the grid.
That's what it is.
It's your burn phone.
Yeah.
My burner. I watched The Queen's Gambit.
Yes,
I
your
have to.
thoughts.
I have to watch that.
It's very good.
What about So okay, here's my question about this.
How
Is
would
it-
you like? What would you rank it?
10 out of 10.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Is
As
it
far as chess shows go, or as far as
As
shows
far
go?
as like Netflix original series
10 out of 10.
that are just a couple episodes, 10 out of 10.
Dave, what were you about to say?
is it legitimately about chess?
You don't have to know a lot about chess to watch it, but it is about chess.
Okay. I just want to know
Like,
if it was
it's
like it,
about-
because some shows they just have like they took a picture and it's of a chess, but it's not actually about chess.
You
No,
this
yeah,
is
it's about-
chess.
So it's about this girl who, her mom dies and she goes to an orphanage, and then she meets the janitor at the orphanage, and this janitor teaches her how to play chess, and then like he sees that she's like really good, like super good, and like she's like a chess prodigy. So it's about her like growing up and like playing in these chess tournaments and then just trying to become like the best. And then there's some substance and alcohol abuse issues.
Hmm.
And it's a good
Yeah,
show.
I gotta watch that. I was told
Yeah,
to
I
also
gotta watch
watch Bridgerton.
Yo, fucking, that's my recommendation. So Tyler's recommending Queen's Gambit. I'm recommending Bridgerton because that show is fucking
What
good.
is that one?
That one's about it's like it takes place in 1813 and it's in England.
Katie
Okay.
described it to me as Gossip Girl in the 1800s.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, I'll like it.
It's just a lot of like 1800s English drama that the Queen's involved in as well. Basically the Queen's just like she wants to know everything about everything. And it doesn't really focus on her. It focuses on the Bridgerton family. That's what the name of the show is. But like the Queen is just like she's like super into all the drama that's happening, and it's
Queen's gotta
very
know everything.
very entertaining.
Queen has
Queen's
to know
gotta
what's
know
going on
what's
in
going
her,
on.
Yeah.
in her country.
That's right.
It's very
I don't know.
entertaining. There's a lot of sex scenes in the show, so
I've heard.
just
Oh.
like be warned for that.
I have no recommendations. I feel left out.
How many episodes is that, Joe?
It is it is 8 episodes long, and I'm on the 7th. Actually, we just finished 7th episode last night, so we're watching 8th either tonight or tomorrow night. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I am very
It's
excited.
only okay. So that is a show that I would like. Do you know if
Yeah.
there's going to be like another season?
There are going to be 8 seasons.
What?
They
Yeah, one for
already-
each member of the Bridgerton family.
Yeah, I don't know then. I don't like shows that have like multiple seasons, like dramatic.
Well, see, like I
shows
like
that.
it. I like shows like that where if the seasons are short. So like with Gossip Girl, there were like 6 seasons of Gossip Girl, but they were like 22 episodes long. So it took 10 years for me to. I mean, I got through pretty quickly, but yeah, Bridgerton's only 8 episodes. So like,
Yeah, I started watching Gossip Girl a while ago, but I just can't do like dramatic shows that are like either a bunch of seasons or a bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
It stresses me out.
yeah, these episodes feel like they take a long time to get through sometimes. Like episode 7 that we just watched last night, it's only every episode is an hour long, but it felt like we were watching this episode for 2 hours last night. There was so much information packed into it because they're getting up to the end of the season. But holy shit, it is intense.
Have you guys seen Soul?
No.
No.
Don't.
Okay.
Wait, I think I just saw something about that. Who is that? A movie? Or is
Yeah,
that?
it's the
New Pixar movie?
Oh yeah, it's okay.
So you know how big of a fan Katie is of Disney and all their movies, correct?
Yeah.
Me and Katie both at the same time were like, "Do you want to turn this off? Like
Wow.
this isn't that good."
I have heard mixed reviews about it, that it's like nothing really special.
It's just
Who's in that?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay, that's another person. I was like, because I
Jamie
definitely saw
Foxx
about it.
and I think Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. I feel like she fell off the face of the earth. I haven't heard from her.
Is it Tina Fey? I'll get back to you on that. But
Yeah.
it's just you don't have to watch it. It's not that great.
No, I wasn't gonna watch it anyways, but like now I know for sure.
Like it was cool. I think Katie said she didn't like it. One of the reasons because it looked too real. Like
The animation looks
yeah,
very
the animation looks too real, and I agree. Like it's weird.
That's like a psychological thing. That
Uncanny.
like
Uncanny Valley. I think that's what that is. Where something looks so real that you kind of get
that
uncomfortable by
it's
it.
like disturbing. Yeah.
Like when they make like AIs, like the robots that look like people, you're just like, oh.
That's why people are terrified of AIs because they're like
'Cause
they look
I'm
too
one
real.
right
They're gonna take
now.
over the fucking world.
I'm an AI. And you
I do have another recommendation, which I think I've already talked about before. But if you have not watched it, I know you guys. Well, Dave, you probably will, but Tyler, I know you don't give a shit. For the listeners, though, WandaVision,
Oh yeah.
fucking 3 episodes out already. 4th episode comes out tomorrow, and I watched the trailer for the 4th episode. Holy fucking shit!
There's a
Shit's about
trailer
to go down.
for a 4th episode.
Yeah, they released like little. It's not like a trailer. It's like a teaser of like.
Yeah,
the
you know
4th
how they
episode.
do like, you know how when people used to watch TV like on TV where they do like a
And they're like next week on
next week,
NCIS. Like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they did like today on their Instagram. They were like, "Here's what's happening tomorrow," and I'm just like, "Oh
So
fuck!"
they didn't release all of the episodes at once.
Nah, Disney Plus doesn't do that. Disney Plus goes week by week.
Yeah, that's another reason why Disney's a shitty corporation, by the way.
Yes, I know why they do it. It pisses me off though. They do it because it gets people on their streaming service continually. Like every single week, more people log on to their streaming service.
Instead of
So-
having it for a month, watching as much as you can, and then boom,
Deleting it, yeah.
bye.
Another example of Disney saying, "We don't give a fuck what you like or what makes you happy. We're
Yeah,
just
We
gonna
just
do
want
that."
money.
And people are sheep. They just follow me. I'm one of those sheep. Although I don't have my own, I use Shannon's Disney Plus. So realistically, Shannon's the sheep.
Don't you just have it though because you work at Disney?
No, we have to choose whether we want free Disney Plus for a year or free park entry.
And Shannon chose Disney Plus for a year.
No. She pays for Disney Plus.
Oh,
She
But
chose
she-
park entry.
But she chose the park entry.
She chose park entry. Yeah, most people do. I wouldn't say. I guess most people do. Like especially the ones of the people like me and Shannon that work down here in Florida. But like people who work in Disneyland also have that same option, and they obviously don't have a job right now because Disneyland is still closed. So they they can choose Disney Plus, which is what we all wish we had chosen last year when we chose park entry, and then 2 months later they closed the park for 4 months.
so did they give you the option like every year?
Yeah, so at the beginning, so they started it last year when Disney Plus like released back in January, and they were like, you have to choose now, like Disney Plus or park entry. If you don't choose, then you automatically get park entry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like Kristen told me this, but like most of the older people usually choose Disney Plus and not.
I think they do, just because like generally they don't really go to the parks that often. And like people that like work on the cruise line, like there's no need for them to have a park pass, so like they may choose Disney Plus. Or people that work at Disney stores around the world or around the country. I don't know if there's Disney stores everywhere, but like they could also choose Disney Plus. So
What's cruise line? Oh,
like the Disney
Disney
cruise
Cruise Line.
lines, yeah.
gotcha.
So
Dude,
they're just
So,
like
it's a good option to give, but like realistically, the park entry is worth more than a Disney Plus subscription. So
Joe, do you ever feel like Mickey Mouse is gonna watch this podcast one day? Because I feel like you talk shit about Disney. A
yeah,
lot.
yeah, fuck the mouse.
Fuck. Whoa. Yo,
Well-
FBI, open up! They're about to burst through your windows. And kill you,
Honestly,
dude.
though,
So, quick question about the decision on park entry or Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is $12.99 a month, right?
okay, yeah.
Now park entry. Do you buy anything when you go into the park?
I mean, I don't go to the parks that often anymore, but when I do, I buy like food.
Because like right there, well, you buy one turkey leg and your month is paid for
My
for
month is
Disney
up,
Plus,
yeah.
plus extra $15 for a turkey leg, and
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah, but you have to think about it as like how much does a park ticket cost to go one day to the park? $100 easy.
Yeah, here's my counter argument. I see. I'm assuming it's different for you weirdos that like to work at Disney, but don't you get sick of the
Don't get confused. I don't like to work at Disney. It's just
yeah,
a job.
but I'm just like for other people though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they're like, I love Disney.
I'm gonna
so
work there, and then
much."
when I get out of work, I'm gonna go back and ride the people mover.
Yeah, I
Yeah, like,
work
don't
with.
you just get sick of going to the parks.
That's what I mean. I get sick of going to the parks. I just choose it because it's like if I want to go to the park for like somebody's birthday, or Shannon wants to go just like ride a ride really quick, or like when the new ride opens up, the new roller coaster opens up at Magic Kingdom, like I'm gonna want to go, and I need to have park entry to do that.
I went there
me-
twice, 10th grade and 12th grade, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, I'm going in July because Katie made a deal with me, and
Oh no, man, not a bad deal.
so I agreed to go. I went last year in December. I'm going for my honeymoon.
You're taking your honeymoon here? There's nowhere else Katie would rather go? She's allergic to the sun.
And she's been there 17 times.
See, yeah, I love her. I totally love her. But like, they're
Don't
like,
you want to go to like Cancun or something?
Yeah, well, we don't want to go like anywhere out of the country.
I'm not. I mean, Cancun was the first place to pop through my
But
head.
like again, I love her. I love her family. But like, don't you just get sick of just going all the time?
Yeah, nothing's
maybe-
different here.
Or maybe Disneyland. Yeah.
That would be better. I recommend Disneyland always because it's way better there than it is here.
But just because she's been to Disney World so many times, so if you go to Disneyland, it's just a little bit different. It's a different atmosphere. It's California, it's across the country, or I don't know, but not Disney World.
Yeah, but you also couldn't pay me to spend more than a day in California. So
That's fair.
San Diego, oh, that's a beautiful place.
don't care about California one bit.
Why, bro? What's wrong with
Hey, I just don't
California?
like California. I just don't.
All right.
Regardless, I'm sure people do get sick of the park
Yeah,
sometimes.
irregardless. There was something else. I just had something to say.
No, while you're thinking of that, I was
Oh
going to
yeah,
say
we are going to Universal when we go in July though.
Oh, I recommend that's way better.
Oh.
Because you know what Disney doesn't have? Thrill rides. Well, we have a few. But like Universal is all fast moving thrill rides. The new Velocicoaster in the Jurassic Park land thing.
Yeah, Disney
gonna be
just
awesome.
has like racist figurines that you look at going through a boat. You know, it's just like
Racist figurines.
yeah. What's that? What's that?
Are you referring to Small World?
Yeah. It's like this is still a ride, huh? Oh, okay.
They got to get rid of
Yeah.
that thing.
It is rather culturally assuming, isn't it?
You see like the little guy with the sombrero and the curly mustache with a fucking Pixar. Like, hey, you know,
And he's riding a donkey.
yeah. And then I'm pretty sure the Asian one's pretty rough.
That's
Probably-
yeah.
And you know a white guy designed that ride.
Well, I mean, Walt Disney himself designed that
White
ride, I
guy.
believe. So
Walt was he was an anti-Semite, I heard.
I don't know what he was.
I had a project on him when I was in like 8th grade.
I guess he was pretty not likey of the Jews.
Not likey of the. Well, I mean, he was born in the 20s, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not just saying that's excusable. I'm just saying it made sense for the time. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna Google this real quick just so I'm not, you know.
I went to Universal last week. We talked about going to Universal, and you guys got you have your you had souvenirs from there, and I said I went there,
oh,
and I was like I didn't get a thing, but I'm wearing a Slytherin hoodie. I got this thing.
yeah.
I got this. That's it. I think.
Yeah, I mean, like the best stuff to get at Universal is like Harry Potter World stuff because they've got. Was he? He didn't like the Jews. Yeah.
I mean, I'll read a quick snippet real quick.
That's me. I mean, you don't have to.
I'll give you some highlights. He was an innovative and successful man, but he had some controversies. You know, rumors that he was anti-Semitic and racist. These rumors were and still are hard to dispel. In the 1930s, Disney attended meetings of a pro-Nazi organization. Oh. The German American Bund is what that was called, in case you're looking for a nice social club.
Not.
He also hosted Nazi propaganda. He hosted a Nazi propagandist and filmmaker, Lenny
Guggenheimer.
Riefenstahl.
Riefenstahl sounds like a Nazi.
He
Sorry
and,
if
and
you're
obviously
Riefenstahl out there.
and obviously we all know this. Disney was all famous for perpetuating black stereotypes in his films. So remember that? You guys ever see those old Disney films?
No, but I know about them. That's why they're changing Splash Mountain.
Why? What is Splash Mountain?
Splash Mountain is based off of the movie Song of the South,
Oh,
which is like super duper
Song of the
racism.
South.
yeah, that's like the worst one, I think.
It is the worst one, which is like you can't even like find that movie. It like Disney's just like it doesn't exist. We don't know what we're talking about.
I wanna. It's got to be out there somewhere, right?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sure you can find it on like the dark web or something like that. You could
find
probably
it.
just find it on the regular web too. I'm sure it's not
Search the
hard.
regular web right now.
Yeah.
What's it called?
With that being said, I don't speak for the brand of the company, so.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Joe, you want to say something like 5 minutes ago?
Oh, yeah, I work with people who don't just have the free park entry that Disney gives them. They also buy annual passes.
Oh my god.
Because, like, as cast members, we are blocked out for certain days of the year. Whereas if you buy an annual pass, you can buy, like, the highest level annual pass and never be blocked out. So, yeah, I worked at one point with two people. One of them's gone now, but I worked with two people who have both the park entry for being a cast member and an annual pass. Because they love Disney
Are
so
these
much. And they
people
go
like
on a
the
regular
happiest
basis.
people on the world, on the earth, or something like that?
I mean, like, they're not, like, overly happy that it's annoying. I don't fucking talk to them because they're annoying to me in general, but, like...
Who isn't?
So wait, if they're buying the annual pass, why do they still take the free Disney, like the free
Right.
park passes?
Just take the Disney Plus.
Just
I don't
take the
know.
Disney Plus.
They do. That's what they do.
We call those people knuckle draggers. So why?
Don't know
What are
what
they
that
gonna?
even means.
What are they
Knuckle
gonna do?
drag-
You know, that's like stupid. They're like, you never heard that?
Like they're dragging their knuckles on the ground.
Yeah. What? Like, why? Why do they need the annual? Like, they really need to like spend their holidays.
Yeah, that's literally what they want. We've asked them before. They were like, "Why do you have both?" And they go, "Oh, I don't want to get blocked out."
Don't go
We
there.
go, "I fucking
Do
why?"
something else that day.
Literally do anything else, but they spend almost every minute that they have free time in the park.
That's insane.
They're disgusting.
How do you
They
not
get their
sick?
paycheck every Thursday and then just give it back. They just go, no, here you go.
Yeah, like this. Oh my god, dude.
What the shit?
That's wild.
It's god awful. I can't stand those people.
And I bet they have like all their clothes as Disney merch.
Probably. I haven't seen them outside of work ever, so.
Good. don't
Probably
talk-
because they just
I worked with
Walk
one
around in their
person.
uniform.
I'm not going to say their name. Just they're never listening to this podcast. But I'm
Yeah,
not going to
just
say
say
their
it.
name. No.
Say it.
But he said that he never wants to retire from the company. He goes, I can't imagine why anybody would want to leave this company or retire from the company. He goes, I want to work at Disney until I die. He literally wants to just keel over one day while he's fucking making some magic.
excuse me. No.
Dude, I can't.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Now, granted, he's got some stuff, but like,
He's got
so,
some
like,
stuff.
he's got some
Kind of-
stuff.
Kind of stuff like
Stuff.
like some boxes up in his attic. Like what kind of stuff?
Oh, he's got some boxes up in his attic.
Empty boxes up in his attic.
Empty boxes for sure.
Oh my
Oh.
He's got some stuff. Yeah. He's got some stuff. So like it makes sense that like,
It's
you
a
know.
pretty good job for him.
yeah.
Is he like sweeping or what's he doing?
He that's what he does now. He used to work with me at driving a truck around, and they were like, no.
They said
So now now he's doing the sweeping and
Gotcha.
the cleaning.
All right.
Good for him. He's still with the company, so he's never going to retire. So,
They need him around.
but he's got some stuff.
Dude, they
Anyways.
put on that fucking fireworks show every day still.
No,
No.
they can't have people crowding around for COVID reasons.
Right.
How do they pay for that, man?
Hey,
Are they
you-
what?
Yeah,
How do
right.
they pay for that fireworks show every day?
I can tell you that I used to know the number of it. It's like I don't know. It was like $8,000 a night or something like that.
It?
It might have been more. It might have been 18,000.
Yeah, I would have thought it was more.
I mean, if they're charging me $15 for a turkey leg, I think they got their money's worth.
yeah, I mean, like park entry every day alone used to cover the price of the fireworks every night. So like they're not paying for it. We're paying for it.
Obviously, yeah. That's why everything costs so much.
And then like the Christmas and the New Year's fireworks, and the Halloween fireworks where they do like, They do like 360-degree fireworks, so like they shoot them off all around the park. Those cost, oh my god, like just multiply that by 9. So you figure a lot
Do
of
you guys
money.
want to start
Can't
like
do the math.
Do you guys want to start like a thing just to take away some of Disney's power?
I don't think it's possible.
What do you mean?
I don't know
I'm
what we should
interested.
create at this point that
Like,
Disney hasn't.
We gotta bring them down a peg, is what I'm saying. Like who the fuck do you think you are, Disney? Like, we're people.
I'm down.
We want just to stop being such a dumb bitch,
I mean, listen, they give me a paycheck every week, so like I can't say anything. But like,
Seriously,
you guys start whatever you want, and I'll secretly support it under the table without Disney knowing.
Well, you just said it, so
Well, yeah, who's gonna listen to this podcast that is high enough up in Disney to do something about it?
Wait, Joe, I don't think I've ever asked you this. Have you been in the tunnels?
Under Magic Kingdom, yeah.
I'm obsessed with these tunnels.
I used to work there, so yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Disney that I want to go there for is the chance to get inside those tunnels.
I mean, you can pay for a tour of them.
I know
Yeah,
when
but I'd rather
I
sneak
found
in.
that out, I kind of
Actually, I shouldn't even say it's that. You can like win a tour. I think you like have to pay for like entry to like get your name. Like it's a lottery sort of thing. You can't just like go up to guest relations and be like, "Hey, I want to pay for the backstage tour of the Utilidors."
see. I thought that's how it was. You could just pay for it.
I don't think so. No, I think you have to like win
I would
a
just
drawing
slip them
for it.
like $100 here. Let me into the tunnels. Let's move on with our day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like when I found out that like Disney like started like acknowledging that the tunnels were a thing, I was like, I don't know.
It's not fun anymore. Yeah, it was more fun when everyone tried to keep it a secret.
Yeah. I wanted to sneak in there and be like, hey guys. I just wanted to like pretend. I
So
worked
where's
there.
one location?
What?
How do you get into the tunnel?
Well, I mean, there's fucking locations all over the park you get into them.
That's what I'm saying.
How
So
do you
give us
get, like
one.
where are they? Is what we're asking.
there's
The easiest one that me and Tyler could slip into.
the easiest one you could slip into. That's hard. Easiest one you could slip into. If you were wearing like casual clothing, like you didn't look like tourists, you didn't have a camera out and ready to go.
I
Like
would just have my.
the easiest one, in my opinion, to slip into is right by the bathrooms in Fantasyland, right behind It's a Small World.
And now, what do these doors look like? Is it like a?
There's no door. It's just a chain that's up.
Oh,
Oh,
It's just a fucking chain. You just fucking unhook the chain, walk behind it.
so the bathroom is behind Fantasy.
Yeah.
And now is it like it's underground?
Technically, no. It is under the ground that you walk on
do
in
these all connect?
Magic Kingdom. What?
These all connect?
Yeah, it's just one big.
Okay.
It's like how I can describe the tunnel is it's a big circle with a stick through the middle of it that has kind of small branches off the side of it.
Gotcha.
And like the big stick through the middle of it is underneath Main Street. So like technically, yes, it is underground, but what they call the tunnels is the first floor, and
Right.
the Magic Kingdom is the second floor.
But it's like a whole other. Like it's not like.
It's a whole sub level beneath Magic, yeah.
Oh.
And there's a trash tunnel in there that just like it's just like a high powered like vacuum essentially. It just sucks all the trash through. So like there's certain areas in the
Wait.
park where like custodial comes around, they collect the trash from the garbage bins, and then they throw them into certain locations in the park that just sucks it down to the big dumpster at the end of the.
What?
Where's that shootout?
Yeah.
I bet you Disney just put.
I don't know where the end of that tunnel is.
I bet you it was just sitting on the edge of the water somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
They're
I know it just goes into a giant dumpster, and then you hear the Wally music come over the speakers down in the tunnel, and they go, "A large trash compactor is moving through the tunnels right now. Please watch out here and here and here." So you'll hear the Wally music playing, and then a giant box just comes moving through the tunnel with all the trash in it.
And then you don't know where it goes from there.
No idea. I've never seen it past where I walk by.
What like when you were down there, how many times did you go down there? Like was this often?
Oh yeah, every day. It's the only way to get from one location to the other without crossing into another land, which you're not technically allowed to do in costume.
Okay, so what was the craziest shit you saw down there?
Oh, I mean, easily one of the princesses not in character or not in costume. So like you'll like see them like I'm like obviously we all know there's more than one person who plays these princesses.
What? Wait, what?
So like there was one
Which
day,
one?
yeah, that's fine. There was one day I saw Snow White, hair and makeup all done. Or Cinderella, hair and makeup all done, or literally any other princess, hair and makeup all done, just sitting in the cafeteria down there. And like
Is the
they've got their
cafeteria
shoes
down
on.
there?
Yeah, there's a whole ass. They got a Subway down there. They've got a burger place. They've got like a
What?
you can make like a yeah. You can make like occasionally they have rice bowls that you could make or other sorts of dilios going on. But anyway, so like I saw them in character or in partial costume,
But ever guide
but not in character. They were just like chilling in the cafeteria, like eating a burger and just like talking in their normal voice. And I was slightly disturbed the first time I saw that. But like that's probably the craziest thing one could say that they saw. Like there's nothing ever like insane going on down there.
So that's like where all the cast members are just chilling when they're not working. Is down there.
Not always down there. So like there's break rooms that connect to. So every break room in Magic Kingdom connects in some way to the tunnels. But like you don't generally hang out in the tunnel unless like you're going down there unless if you have a lunch, then you may go down to the cafeteria and grab food there. Which, by the way, our cafeteria, it's not called the cafeteria, it's called the Mouse Cateria. So
Shut
take
the
that as you will.
fuck up.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I
they
would
got a
just
Subway
pop
there,
up
so,
in
like-
somebody's break room. I would just walk and be like, pop my head up.
Oh, people used to come into like our break room for like at Peter Pan was like right at the exit of the attraction. So like if you leave Peter Pan and look to your right, there's a door there that says cast members only. That's our break room.
Yeah, I'm walking.
And so like
through
people would
that.
just and it's just a push door. So like people would just open up the door all the time and we just like all turn and look at them and they'd just be like
Oh,
So you're
like a
telling
kid
me
wandered in there one day.
So you're telling me that those break rooms can also connect to the tunnels?
Our break room does, and I'm pretty sure every break room as well does.
So how does that work? Is it like
stairs.
Stairs
it's
usually.
stairs?
So like our break room, like you'd go through, which was our break room wasn't a break room; it was a maintenance hallway. And they deemed our break room was the cafeteria downstairs, so they could get away with not giving us a bathroom.
Wow, these guys are just really cheap.
Yeah. So like our like we'd walk in, and then it's just a long hallway, and you go down to the back of the hallway, through the doors on your right hand side, and then you make an immediate left, and there's an elevator, and there's the stair case, and you go down 2 flights of stairs, and you're in the tunnels.
So if me and Dave were to say, try to go down to the tunnels and like act like we were cast members, what would the best course of action be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
Like,
there
how could
anything that could just say?
I mean, it's like if you do anything that you're not allowed to do, that is 100%
you just have to be able to talk your way out.
illegal.
Of,
Either talk your way out or just like act like you're supposed to be there, and like nobody
Yeah,
questions you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what can we do to act like?
could
we're
I
supposed
could
to?
I go to the store?
Don't take pictures.
Could I? I wouldn't honestly. Could I
Because like
go? to,
we would get fired if we took a picture down there. So like,
I've seen like videos of people who have like snuck down there and like taken videos.
Could I go to
What-
the store, pick up like a shirt, a uniform, not wear it, like just like or something that maybe looks like it, and just hold it in my hand to make it look like I'm just like
I'm
Would that
sure
help
that would be
too?
more convincing. When you're in the tunnels out of costume, you generally always have your blue ID like ready to go at a moment's notice because anybody's allowed to ask you for any other cast member is allowed to ask you for your blue ID. So like if I saw somebody down there and I go, that person looks a little fishy, like they don't really know what's going on, that they shouldn't be here. So I go, excuse me, do you have ID on you? And like if
I
they
wouldn't
don't
give
pull
a
out
fuck.
if they don't pull out the ID that I know that they know that they should pull out, then I go, wait with me for 1 second.
So are cast members that don't work in Magic Kingdom allowed to go in the tunnels?
Hmm.
Interesting. I just found on YouTube Disney posted a tour of the hidden tunnels. So
Oh, damn.
it's over.
That
No,
sucks.
come on. Is this the blue card?
That's the one.
All right, I'm gonna make one.
I don't know where let me grab mine really quick.
Yeah, Dave, get on that. All right, try to find.
How do I get a new Disney Blue ID? Oh,
Try to find someone that can make us some pretty good fakes.
I mean, it looks pretty. We'll look at Joe's, and we'll see if we can look at this inside evidence. We are inside.
Yeah. So
Is there any like confidential information on there, like an employee number or something?
yeah,
Damn
my
it.
personnel number's on there.
Okay.
How many digits?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Just out of curiosity, what are your
He's like 8-digit number, okay.
8
You guys are gonna make fake
8
fake
digits,
UIDs?
3 by 1.5 inch card, maybe 2.5 by 1.5.
It's the size of a
yeah,
license.
probably just the regular size of a
Nice.
license.
It is the exact same size as my Apple Card.
Okay. Good to know.
Interesting. Got to get her pictures on there.
Uh-huh.
Does it say where you work? Like what?
No,
What you're? Okay, that's good.
Does it say like where you work, like encoded in the card?
not to my knowledge.
Right. You take out like a blue light, a black light, and it brings up like Peter
Oh,
Pan.
dude, like you scan the card and it says. This
Oh,
person-
yeah, we do have to scan the card to get into the... So, like, to get on the bus that takes... Because, like, the only way to get to the entrance, like, the main entrance of the tunnels is by taking the bus from the parking lot, the CAS parking lot. And before we get on that bus, we have to scan our blue ID.
Oh, well, we
And
don't
if
have to
it-
worry about that.
Yeah, if you're coming in from the park, then you don't have to worry about that.
Wait, you have a bus that takes you from the parking lot to the park?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just like is it that far of a walk?
You physically, like, are not allowed to walk it.
Why?
Because the only way in or out is a vehicle. And most of those vehicles are buses. There's the occasional, like, regular car that drives through, but that's a very rare occasion.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Why does Disney gotta just? Why can't it just be like easy for the cast members? Like I feel like they're always just fucking.
It's easier for Animal Kingdom. Like, I park in the CAS parking lot, which is the same as guest parking, just a little bit closer. And then I walk through the spinning, we call them the cheese graters. They're just like, you know, the spinning gates. And you have to, before that, like, the gates are locked until you scan your card, and then it beep and the gates unlocks.
But like, what's the reason for them saying you're not allowed to walk from the parking lot to the entrance?
Right.
I don't know, security.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I guess it's pretty simple. You
Because,
don't
like,
have to-
even the buses come up, and there's a security booth, and there's a bar down, and then there's a ramp on the road that, like, has to be lowered. It's just got, like, giant fucking chains, and it's, like, all mechanical. And then so you have to, like, the bar goes up, the ramp goes down, and then the other bar goes up, and then the bus drives through.
Wow,
Disney keeps it pretty tight.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
They keep it pretty tight when it comes to cast members, and then anything with guests can get away with fucking shit, and doesn't fucking matter to them.
Yeah, I don't get why they have it so like, under lock and key for you guys.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, none of these, like, things that you guys are asking are, like, trade secrets. Again, like, you can Google all of the information.
oh, I have a question. Have you ever had like a meeting at the start of a day where like your boss or something's like, guys, can you guys like before your shift starts or whatever? And he's like, all right, or she, I don't want. Is it a man?
I have multiple bosses that are
Okay.
both men and women.
Has a boss ever like pulled you guys in and been like, guys, listen, this shit happened. I just don't like kind of keep it under wraps. Don't let anybody know. You know what I'm talking about?
No, they don't give us that information.
Like a kid dying in a ride or something. You know, nothing.
No.
This kid got his finger cut off on It's a Small World. Just
The only way we find out about things is if somebody's close with, like, a manager or something, and, like, something, like, leaks out, and then, of course, you know, they're like, guess what I heard? Don't tell anyone. And the person goes, guess what I heard? Don't tell anyone.
So,
I have not heard anything worth telling.
well, what have you heard?
This is a pretty good one. Multiple people have dumped loved ones' ashes in the Small World water,
I've heard of
and
this.
other places on Disney property, but a lot of them go in Small World, and we call that, I believe, what we called it the day it happened while I was there was a code grandma. So
why
because somebody
It's a
dumped,
Small World?
because old people love Small World, so, like, when old people die, they're just like
Because
their
they're old
family-
and racist.
yeah, their families are like, let's put there. And so like what we do is go in there with like a skimmer and just fucking skim out the ashes, throw them in the trash.
What?
So that's where your dead grandma ends up, ladies and gentlemen. When you throw your grandma's ashes in the small world, they end up in the trash can
Which
at the Magic
I
Kingdom.
believe is illegal on Disney's part as well, because you're not allowed to dispose of human remains, including ashes.
On Disney property, that is correct.
No, I'm saying like you guys cleaning it up and then putting it in the trash is also illegal.
Well, it was illegal for them first, so
Well, how do you?
it's like
okay,
stealing. It's like stealing a stolen car. Who's really at fault?
Nope, nothing
First
like
of
that.
all, how do you even skim ashes? That's not physically possible.
Well, they're not really dissolving, Dave. They tend to what they do when they hit that water is kind of just like clump up.
You don't. You. I mean, I'm thinking if they're. Ashes,
I'm sure some of them do dissolve, but like it's not like lemonade mix, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking they
They're-
dissolve. I'm thinking they just fall to the bottom.
No, they. I think they were floating. And even if they do sink to the bottom, then whatever's still on top, we get out and.
And then just get like a shop vac at the bottom and just.
Do you just always skim the water, or if you hear code grandma, then you skim the water?
That water is never cleaned until there's something that needs to be gotten out of there.
Oh,
Can you imagine like being next to the person on It's a Small World who's dumping an urn into the fucking?
I would be like, what the fuck?
I would be like.
I've also seen people consume that water. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I've seen
Like-
people come back. I'll be like in tower, which is the position that like waves at you as you drive, as you're going under. I'll be like watching the boats come back, and people will like. The worst thing I saw, like drinking, it's bad, but like in my opinion, what was worse than this was this guy came back. It was a really hot day. He stuck his hand in the water and just like lathered it up his arms, and then just washed his face with this water, and then just dunked his water bottle and grabbed some of that as too, and
No.
you know,
dude, that guy's
Filled
gonna be
his water
dead
bottle
now.
up with it?
filled his water bottle.
I bet you there was the grandma inside his water bottle.
Oh my god! What is that dude thinking? And like, what do you guys do when you see that? Are you guys just like, all right?
Oh yeah, like if we like catch them like filling up the water bottle, I may call down, like, again, granted I don't work there anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter, but like I like would call down to the unload station and be like, hey, like this person, like this boat row, whatever, just like fill up the water bottle. Let them know like if they drink that, they need a tetanus shot. So like that's just a fact. Like we tell people that all the time. Like if they tell us like, hey, I gave them some water, and we go, what? They go like, oh, like I just grabbed I filled up our cup with water because like they were really hot and like blah blah blah. Like if they were like getting medical attention, we go, oh, they need a tetanus shot now. So good luck with that, because like that water, first of all, it's filled with people's coins from around the goddamn world, and it's filled with all of the mechanics that were on the ride. There are wires galore and metal all over the place in that water. So like just imagine how tainted that water is.
And how many times
There are
somebody probably sticks
there are
their
certain
hand in
parts
it?
of the water, so like the channel that the boats run through, there's like jets there that like keep that water kind of moving, so like it looks like it's cleaner. But like there are parts of the Small World water that are just stagnant all the time, and you can visibly see there's just a film over the top of the water.
Dude, how are people so stupid to stick their water bottle in there and be like, yeah,
don't
this
know.
is clean?
It's fucking disgusting.
Maybe he was. You know what? I bet it might have been. He was like, oh, this is gonna be like a cool keepsake. Like, oh, I have. It's a Small World water, because he's
Yes.
fucking dumb. But what?
Wow.
So okay. So any other secrets that you've been told?
Not that I can think of. Again, if it's something that's like worth remembering and worth telling people, then I'll remember it. But like, nothing special ever happens. And again, if something does happen that's special, I'm not close enough to anybody to know it.
Do you know about where
Walt's head is?
yeah.
I have no idea.
I heard it was like what in like, what's the something? I heard it was like in the tower or something.
What tower?
The fucking what's the castle? The thing.
Oh, Cinderella Castle?
Yeah.
It's up there.
I don't know. I mean, up there, there's a secret room. I don't. It's a hotel room that it's
Oh, I've heard.
it's hardly secret. People can stay there. So like,
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna stay
I don't
there
think they're
on your
keeping
honeymoon?
Walt's head in that room.
I would do that. That's got to be so fucking expensive, though.
Yeah.
Do
I
it,
think me
man.
and Katie looked into it one time.
You
and
can't
it's
even
like- it's the waiting list is like years
Yeah.
long.
you can't
Do it
even
now.
like physically like book it and pay for it. You just have to like again, it's like a
Request.
lottery. Like they pick people.
Yeah, you gotta like request that you be
Just request it.
granted the opportunity to pay for their fucking.
2022.
Which like they posted a video of the room on TikTok the other day. And it's not that special.
Yeah, it's like small, isn't it?
It's rather I mean like yeah, the castle's not big, so what I think is cooler is the golden elevator leading up to the room. So like
I haven't seen that.
yeah, that's like in the castle itself, like there's like this one tiny little room that has it's literally just got a book and the elevator. And on that book is like a list of people who stay in that room. And then behind you is just an elevator with golden doors. And I can't see the inside of that elevator because it's like you need like a special key to open it. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, Disney is shitty corporation.
I don't even know how we got from where we were, which was talking about car accidents, to talking about me working at Disney and trade secrets that I cannot give you guys.
Well, that's the train. That's the train of thought. And next week, Dave, we're asking you about the post office, baby.
Yeah.
I want to know everything there is to know about the post office, all the behind the scenes bullshit.
This
I
will
don't know
this will
much.
be-
But I'll try and find
Yeah,
out some
all the-
stuff.
all the juicy secrets of the post office.
I'm sure there's so many, although there's probably some like weird shit that like comes through the mail at the very least.
Well, I'm sure, but I don't know any of it. I've only been there for 2 years.
Well, I mean,
I've only been with Disney for 3 years, so
you got to have some stories by now. So next week, Dave, hey, think of some stories.
All right. I
And-
probably
and
won't
then
tell you
you're
any of them. Unless it's just mine.
Hey,
Like-
commit to the bit, Dave.
commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit. All right. Yeah, I'll try and I'll ask around, you know.
I mean, just anything that's happened to you. Like, it
What
doesn't have
happened
to be
to
like
what happened to
stories
Mary
you come up
Lou
with.
last year, huh? Did she actually get sucked into the, you know?
Somebody got sucked into the machine.
No, I'm just making something up. Commit to the bit, man.
Commit to Dave. You should have committed to the bit right there.
I should have. Yeah, my bad. Anyways,
What are we at? What are we at on time?
An hour.
like an
I'm
hour.
pretty sure.
Hour.
I'm pretty sure my food's here.
You got food? You're ordering.
I ordered Garden View.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did
remember
say
at the
that.
beginning he
Yes.
said.
Yeah, I guess I do have to go celebrate a friend's birthday. So
You guys going to Disney?
no, they went this morning. I can't go. I have a podcast today.
Fucking people, man.
I want to go to the place I work for my birthday.
That's literally where they went. Was Animal Kingdom.
Fucking weird.
Tyler, give me that permish.
I'll give you that sweet, sweet permission.
Sweet permish.
While Dave's pulling that up, I just want to say to the audience that, again, Joe's affiliation with Disney is not. What am I trying to say here?
It's not a reflection of the company.
Not a reflection of the company.
It's not a reflection of my thoughts on the company. It's just
Yeah.
my bit for the podcast.
Yeah, it's all fake. All the
It is.
stories-
Oh yeah, you'll never know my true feelings about anything. Maybe I love Disney.
All fun and games.
Maybe I'm the biggest Disney nerd, and this wall the fourth wall that you can't see right now,
Ooh.
filled with Disney, Mickey Mouse everywhere.
I mean, you can only see two of my walls, so God knows what I have over there.
Exactly.
who
Did you guys hear really quick day before you do this trivia? Did you guys hear what happened with the stocks yesterday?
Yeah, they
No.
fucking plummeted.
Yeah, not for me. They didn't.
Why?
Because fucking this. So there's this thing on Reddit called Wall Street Bets, and they like heard news that like this has been happening over the course of like a week or two now. They had like heard that like GameStop was like overselling or something, or they were selling more shares than they had. Some shit was going on. I don't know all the details because I don't know how stocks work. So Wall Street Bets like got a hold of this, and they were just like, "Yo, guys, blow this up." So then like GameStop's stock price was really low, and then yesterday it jumped like 3,000%. It wasn't that much. It was like 300%. To an insane amount of money, and people became millionaires yesterday because of this.
So how come it didn't suck for you? Do you have stock in GameStop?
So not only GameStop went up, but a whole bunch of stocks like AMC, which I bought at $5 a share a couple months ago, and that went up to like $50 a share yesterday.
Sure.
Only 5. But like,
So $250 for you? I don't know how.
let's see, 5 it went up 100%.
You
I
said
don't
it
fucking
went
know
up.
how it works.
You said
It went up. It went up a lot. That's all I know. I don't remember the exact price. So I made a lot of money yesterday, and then today it went back down, and tomorrow it's expected to go back up for us again. But for people like Dave who invest in like legitimate shit, like all that shit, like the Dow Jones and bullshit like that, that all plummeted because the billionaires that run the stock market, like Dave, they got upset. Or they also have stock in some of these things like GameStop, and they know like all the secrets, like, oh, GameStop's going out of business soon. Let's start like selling it off and like making our money before it goes out. So then all of us losers who are on Reddit go like, hey, let's pump this stock up and make a fuck ton of money, and then pop that bubble and get all our money back and make the billionaires pay. So like the billionaires lost a lot of money, like Dave. Dave, I'm just assuming you're a billionaire, by the way. And so like today, like all the stocks are like suspended. So like you can't purchase, like on Robinhood, which is what I use, you can't purchase shares of GameStop or AMC because like,
let me tell you,
the rich are blocking us. It's getting fucked out here.
So let me tell you this.
Buy stocks again. Let me know, Joe, because I think I'm gonna get some stocks.
I have Robinhood, and at one point I had GoPro, but GoPro was shitty.
Yeah, GoPro
wasn't doing anything. I bought Tesla. A like 0.1 of a share of like it's $800 for a share, but I only put in like what I had on there, which was like $10. I made $2 off of GoPro because I bought it for $8, and I had it and I finally was like, okay, this is doing anything, so I took it out at $10, around there. I put that $10 into Tesla. I made 17. It was up to 17, so now it was up $7. And then I was like, this is doing pretty good. So I dropped $500 into Tesla, right?
Holy shit.
Yesterday I see a tweet from Corinna Kof or whatever. Lost 40 million. I don't know what she said. But she said 40 something in stocks. I go, huh? So I go to thing. It was at 523. It was down to 473. I was like, what the fuck?
Didn't I see that Elon Musk sold all of his shares in Tesla?
He didn't do that. What he did one time was tweet. He goes, "Hey, Tesla's stock is kind of high, isn't it?" So then it plummeted like 300 points.
No,
because
I just saw a headline 2 days ago that said,
"Oh, maybe
Elon Musk sells his 40 million shares of Tesla or whatever."
I mean, that's something he would do. He's a maniac.
All right, let's do this trivia.
Yeah, pick a number. Somebody.
He's the richest man in the world again, by the way.
Yeah.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Oh, good for him. He deserves it.
He passed.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I went up $13 though.
Dave, just pick a number.
Okay. All right. What was the original name of TV Guide?
Oh, all right. I don't even have my phone out ready to go here. What was the original name of TV Guide?
I'm just gonna go first and say mine out loud.
I still have to fucking get money from you guys. Fuck.
Yeah, Tyler, so do you.
I just keep forgetting. Yo, Tyler, you want to get food sometime?
Yeah.
We should just do that, and then we'll remember.
And then we'll just make Joe pay for both of ours.
That's not how that works.
Well, no, Joe, I would pay for half of yours, you'd pay for half of mine, and Joe would pay for the other half of each of ours.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Be a lot of...
Either way, I lose.
Yeah. What was the original name of TV Guide? What?
All right, I'm going to go with... are you guys done with your answers?
I am locked in.
I'm going to go... Okay.
I'm going to go TV Guidebook.
Oh, that's good.
I
went with...
Oh, go ahead.
I went with Program List.
I went with TV Directory.
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
Okay. Blue, right?
No, click the blue.
What? TV Digest.
Digest.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I never would have thought about that. I'm gonna say I'm closest.
With what'd you say again?
TV Directory.
Directory.
TVDI.
I said TV guidebook.
But I got the first 4 letters correct. You know. We can do a new one.
All right. No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm willing to give it to Dave. That's fine.
Nice. See, sometimes you just gotta put a little effort into the argument.
Probably would have given it to you anyways, Dave. Didn't need the argument.
Honestly, I could have made it worse for myself.
Yeah, you could have. So let's see. We're 3 weeks in. I am at 2. Tyler, you're at 2. Dave, you're at 3.
Yes.
That's some fucking bullshit right there.
All right.
All right. Well, Dave, where can the people find you?
Twitch.tv/Great White Sharky. That is twitch.tv/GR8 White Sharky. Other socials are on there as well. I'm just going to try and do one per week, and then you guys can look if you want to.
Smart.
My eat of the week, I'm going to say it is the chicken and waffle sandwich by Jimmy Dean. Very good sandwich. And I think that's everything, right?
That sounds accurate. Tyler.
You can find me on Instagram at TylerS917. You can follow my Magic Instagram account at TylerSMagic52. My eat of the week, got some sausage, applewood smoked,
Ooh.
and some peach pineapple sausage. Chicken sausage, by the way, is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Chicken sausage disturbs me a little bit.
It's pretty good. So.
Yeah. I agree. It also is good. It's just like, it like freaks me out.
Oh, no, I'd like to change it.
Hey, life rips.
I got something from Panera the other day. It's called the Chipotle Bacon Melt.
Sounds like cheesy.
Oh,
What's on it besides bacon and cheese?
cheese. Oh, Chipotle
And
sauce
Chipotle sauce. Ah, damn it.
That's it?
and bread.
Oh,
I think that's all that's on it. But it was so fucking good.
Is it like sliced bread, or is it like a
No,
I'm trying
it's
to think of-
2 loaves of bread.
No. I mean, like, is it like a slice of bread, or is it like in a panini or something?
It's like a grilled cheese.
Panini is bread. I don't know what I said. A panini. If it's
grilled-
in a panini.
With, like a grilled cheese with Chipotle sauce and bacon in it, and possibly other stuff that I didn't realize that was in there.
It just seems like it'd be like a thick sandwich for no inside.
Well, regular size sandwich.
Okay. I was expecting like a thick sandwich.
Yeah, like I was like chicken, maybe add some bacon in there too, or like bacon, add some chicken in there.
I mean, again, unless there's things in there that I didn't realize were in there because I was just so focused on how good it was.
Are there any veggies in there?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my
I
god!
could see spinach on there or something.
How the fuck do you just eat and not look at what you're eating?
I can tell you real quick.
Some
Here,
spinach.
I mean, I'm never gonna get it because I don't like their melts, but
You also don't like cheese.
it's why I don't like their melts.
Let's see. Panera bread. Not now.
You know, I used to think that Panera Bread just sold bread for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the ingredients. Classic white miche bread. M-I-C-H-E. Miche.
Sure.
Miche.
Miche.
Mache sounds good.
Bacon.
Okay.
American cheese.
Okay.
Gouda cheese.
Ugh, 2 cheeses?
Chipotle sauce.
That's it. Yeah, that sounds like absolute shit.
Oh boy, but it's not. Because I'm a huge fan of Chipotle sauce.
I love Chipotle sauce. I just need some substance to my sandwich.
Yeah, but cheese, like you don't get like cheese is a filler. You guys don't know that because you don't eat cheese. But when you have like a grilled cheese, like when you have a lot of cheese like that, it's a good filler.
Okay.
Dude, grilled
Yes.
cheese and tomato soup used to be the best.
Fuck that. Anyways,
Anyways, Joe.
as for myself, you can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography. You can follow my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. That's it for me. My eat of the week was yesterday after work. I went to Miller's Ale House and had a Zinger's Mountain Melt, which is just
A melt.
yeah, there was cheese, melted cheese. It was cheese fries that had bacon and green onions, and then hot chicken fingers thrown all onto that with some ranch. Hot fucking damn, it was delicious. Although there was one fry I picked up. Now, generally, like the fries just pull away from the cheese because it's not like super melted. It's just like shredded cheese that's like partially melted. So the cheese just pulls away pretty easily. But there was one fry I picked up, and I didn't notice until I bit into it. It had a big glob of cheese on the back. And I threw the whole fry in my mouth, and I started chewing, and the cheese was just like, I was like, eh. But goddamn, the Zinger's Mountain is what I get every time. It's well worth it. I love it.
So you don't. Let me get this straight. You don't like cheese, and you on purpose got a melt with some fries and whatever, and then got grossed out when you put cheese into your mouth upon eating said meal.
That amount of cheese, yes. I love cheese fries that like come with like bacon and green onions.
I have a great recipe for you. It's a French Canadian poutine.
No. Absolutely not. Also, poutine in general, by the way, gross.
I haven't had actual poutine.
Dude,
It's gross.
poutine without the cheese curds?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm for it.
Delicious.
No, I have had poutine.
Gravy on fries.
Fries
Greatest.
with meat. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's mine. For the podcast, you can subscribe, please, to our YouTube channel, The Shuffle Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Turn that bell on, or click that bell. Don't turn the bell on. Turn on the notifications. Click the bell.
Ring the bell.
Sorry, Dave. Ring the bell. Like this video, like every other video. And again, just mainly subscribe. That's what we need you for. And you can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can find your podcasts. All the Shuffle podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Don't get hit by a car, and don't get sucked into a machine at the post office. And don't sneak into the tunnels at Disney because you will get banned from the park forever.
Nah.
That's lame.
Well, it is not allowed, so.
Not allowed.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.